Hello, YouTube. I just wanted to give an update on the Talon Pro grips. I did a video a while back on this. So they, in all honesty, I mean, they're not holding up great, to say the least. They're now functionality wise, they're still very grippy. I'm not going to replace them for a while, but I am going to replace them. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and go with the pros again or try something else out. What I can say is that the pros, for my purposes, have been great. I mean, I haven't had any issues with the functionality of them. I mean, you know, the texture here, this is on the body side as I wear it. That's my rig right here. I'm carrying it in the Blackhawk Epoch holster, a level 3, and on the body side here, you can kind of see. Let's get up in here. I apologize again, it's my iPhone. I'm not a professional camera guy. Right? So if you look right in here, you'll see that the texture is coming off. The granulate rubber here is just kind of coming off. Over here on the back strap side, not so much on the finger grooves on this side. I'm a righty, so flip this over for you. You can kind of see here, and again, no magazine, nothing in the chamber. All right, and we can kind of see here, right there. If you look there on the this is outside the exposed area. Hard to tell if that's from me grabbing the gun. Now, I reholster this weapon daily. I get home, I draw the weapon in safe direction, I unload it, I put it in a secure area, and that's what I do. So I know there are a lot of, I know cops, man. I know I know cops, and I know colleagues of mine, and training officers. I know that a lot of cops will throw this. They'll chamber it. They'll chamber it, throw it in their holster, and when they take their rig off, they don't even unholster the weapon. And I know, someone's gonna jump on here and tell me, well, I do. Yeah, I believe you, man. But I know cops that just, they've had their firearm chambered and holstered probably for months. All right. I mean, it never comes out unless they need it. So just saying that's the thing that happens. It's a bad habit, by the way. So if you're one of those offenders and you're in my profession here, stop doing that. Get used to, get accustomed to drawing your weapon, clear it, put it away. I mean, that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, so going back to the grips, getting off point here. Look at this. On the back strap here, with the texture coming off, and it's been, I apologize. You know what? I'm not even gonna look it up. I've had a rough few months. It's been a lot going on. I'm not going to look up what date I did this video, but the original video. But I'm going to go ahead and say it's been months. And traction-wise, still does it. It's still doing the job. It's just not. Yeah, it's starting to peel up there on the bottom too. It's just not handling the wear and tear very well. But like I said at the beginning, honestly, it more affects the looks of it at this point. It doesn't affect the functionality of the grip tape. It's still doing its job. I mean, it is coming off. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's coming off, and not much that can be done. Scratching at it here, I've noted that it seems in some, there it goes right there, see? That it's pretty easy to just rub it off. Not good, man. Not good if you're looking for longevity. However, man, you got to remember, we spent $20 on these grips. Okay, it's one of the most inexpensive modifications I've done to this Glock, and not to say that I've done a lot of mods. It's a stock Glock, Glock 17 Gen 3. So there you go. But it's one of the cheaper things you can do. That being said, the granulate, I've had some experience with the granulate textured sandpaper type texture grips that Talon Grips offers as well. And it comes off just as easily, to be honest with you. It might be a little bit more resilient, but it's after a while, if you're running and gunning with it, if you're training with it, if you're doing a lot of drills, if you're like me and you're constantly drawing, reholstering the weapon, it's going to be one of those things where it doesn't matter. It's going to come off. It's going to show that wear and tear, granulate or pro. It's just going to happen. One thing though, I will note that I talked about the old decal grips, and I did find them thanks to somebody. I mean, I know that they have a website, and I looked there first too. But someone noted in the comments that said, "Hey, check out their website." Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about finding them in stock at a distributor, and you just couldn't find them anywhere. But I was able to find them, and I went ahead and ordered them. Just for a comparo, I might throw them on my other clock and just kind of see. But I will tell you that I did run the decal grips. The original decal grips have been around for a while on duty weapons prior to this, and I didn't have any issues with wear and tear. Throwing it out there, there it is. All right, Talon Grips. I didn't have any issues with the texture coming off. It was just it was very resilient. It never peeled off. It didn't rub away. I didn't get any of this weird, symptom of it just kind of coming off. This is, like I said, this is doing its job for now. All right. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously going to provide functionality, and the service life of it's going to extend what most people would think it would, because for the most part, it's here. The granulate is still holding on, although it's coming away in odd spots. That's probably from my seatbelt. Yeah, that's right. I wear my seatbelt anyway. So, yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's just kind of coming. That's the indentation where the lanyard would go. But it is what it is. I'm still impressed with how they feel. They're still great. A+ on that. It's just a question as to how you apply this in wear. I mean, what you're going to do with the gun. Obviously, as a duty weapon, it's going to be exposed a lot more than it would if you put these on a CCW. It's just exposed to life, man. Like I said, my seatbelt, my getting in and out of the car, and then me constantly grabbing it, holstering it, manipulating the weapon, is going to add to that. It's like your tires, man. I mean, they're going to go bald. So these, unfortunately, aren't lasting that long. And like I said, I'll have to install the original decals on my other Glock and see just how they fare in compared to. But I'm going to tell you that, based on my experience, I think they're going to have a longer service life than these Talon Pro grips. Do they work though? Dang right they do. Still a fan. You may not be though. I mean, everybody's experience is a little bit different. The holster doesn't have anything to do with this. It's these Epoch holsters have great clearance here. They don't interact with the grip at all. So that's not a factor. And I wear it kind of high, and that's one of those things. I wear a mid ride on this. It comes with a drop and offset jacket slot normally, and a lot of guys prefer that. I ride it with a cant because I'm old. And anyway, if I was to ride this or put this on a holster with a lower position on my body, it would probably wear a lot faster. And that's just because of the modified center console on patrol cars. We have a box. It's basically a metal box that houses the radio, the electronics, and that kind of thing. And rubbing up against there, that's where it would hit. It would hit here, and it probably would just destroy this. Wow, a lot to talk about. I guess if you're curious, I mean, if you care, there's a reason I do this, and that is because from a seated position, it's easier to draw this weapon. If you're paying attention to the current goings on in the world today, that's pretty dang important. Get this guy out of there. So there it is. My follow-up to the original video, my ultra amateur camera work here. Yeah. Otherwise, like I said, it's still doing the job. It's just that, you know, when it comes down to it, for most people, looks are a thing, man. They're pretty important, and you know, it's pretty discouraging when as fast as this happened. You think about your purchase and wondering if I should have just looked harder for the original thing I was looking for. But then, you know, I wouldn't have tried them out. And, you know, like I said, honestly, for battleware purposes, man, it is what it is. It's happening, you know. And then that might be what you're going for too. If you're looking for that battleware look, it looks like it's been around for a minute, but I'm telling you, in less than 6 months' time, it's not very encouraging. Yeah, anyway. So, I will probably upload this tomorrow, long day today, and, yeah. You know, there's something else I was looking at the Glock store. They have their, I don't know if it's their proprietary thing, but they have other rubber texture grips there that wrap around in a similar fashion and adhere in a similar fashion. I was thinking maybe I should give those a shot, just because. I mean, why not? There's so much else going on in the world. It's nice to focus on something that's not political or controversial as freaking rubber grips on your duty weapon, right? I mean, like, there's a lot more going on in the world to give a dang about than, you know, some bored cop in the desert in his Glock 17. So, all right. Well, anyway, that's that, and that's my follow-up. I don't, do I still recommend? Yeah, I do. If you're looking at them for duty use, yeah, highly recommend to do it. Anything that gives you better traction. Look, man, it's for something like this, as notorious as the Glock 17 is for having that super slick grip, throwing this on here, regardless of whether or not it's wearing off or not, and again, right here where it has worn off, it still grabs you. I mean, it's not the best texture in the world, but it's not slick. It's not like soap. It's not like the original worn out grip that's underneath this. Trust me. Yeah, do it. Throw something on there. Get it on there so you can get control of that weapon. And something that a lot of people don't think about is it's not just while firing the weapon or in training and, you know, running and gunning. This is important for weapon retention. Okay. Any officers or security officers, armed security officers, servicemen out there, whoever's watching this, or legally armed citizen, man, retaining this weapon from bad guys that want to take it away from you is a big deal. And regardless of how these are looking right now, they ain't pretty, but they will do the job. They're going to give you more traction, and feel confident in that. Again, your mileage may vary, but you're going to have to buy them, throw them on, and test them out if you want to. It's as with a lot of things out there in the gun world, there's no right answer for everything. And you know, I'm by no stretch of the imagination the guru or the go-to on stuff like this. It's just my 2 cents. And I say right now, I mean, even as ugly as they're looking, as much texture is coming off there, and they're still giving me a very positive grip, and confident in just holding on to it like this, that it's going to provide me that, it's providing me currently that extra traction and confidence in that if somebody tries to snatch this thing and they're able to defeat this guy, or I get into a struggle with somebody with this weapon out, that I'm going to be glad that I have this on here, regardless if it makes it look ugly. It might look better without it, but I'm telling you right now, that doesn't matter a lick. And in the real world, this is still doing the job. I will update. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to replace it right away. Maybe if the I have to watch it, and I'll check again. I'll check it out. Just kind of watch it, just like I said, like you watch your tires. Check the tread, see how it's functioning. If it looks like too much of it's coming off, or I feel like it's compromised in functionality wise in any way, I'll replace them. But I don't know if I'm going to throw another set on. I just might. I just might throw another set on. But like I said, I'll grab those old decal grips for comparison again and see how they work out on my other Glock. And if I like them, I like them. But I gotta tell you, going off of memory here, I mean they're I'm gonna say they're probably not going to feel as good as this. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to check it out, right? Only one way to find out. All right, YouTube. Thanks for wasting another 15 minutes with me out here. Have a good one.